have him asking a question and him being cut off, and then by Marjorie Taylor Greene being kicked out of the conference.
What?
So let me play that one for you. Yeah, watch this.
Yep.
Yeah, so you represented Virginia Roberts for years. She eventually had to recant the allegations that she made against Alan Dershowitz. She alleged that
we're not talking. All right, next question.
Next question.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Why is it that she should be...
Yeah, no, we're not answering your question. Anybody else?
Go ahead.
Oh, I cut the clip, but eventually Ro Khanna steps in, tries to, because they're saying, like, we're not answering the question, we're going to kick you out. And in case you guys didn't hear the question, he was asking about Virginia Giuffre, who is who is like the most recognized victim, who has recently passed away this year, and how she accused Alan Dershowitz of abusing her and then recanting it. So he's challenging, because everybody there at the press conference is saying how Virginia is a hero. And then he's like, well, how can we believe her if she has been found to be lying on multiple occasions?
Right.
They cut him off. And then Ro Khanna says, no, let's not kick him out. But then eventually later, Marjorie Taylor Greene says, get rid of him. All right.
Why? Like, he's literally asking a question that a lot of Americans would ask.
Yeah. Well, then this morning or last night, Batya Sargon, I forget her third, she has three names.
She has her new show. It's fantastic.
Yeah, she has a new show. Exactly. And she had Michael on for the new show to talk and give his side of this.
Catch.
So
I like it.
I'm going to go ahead and play that for everybody too.
Michael, what happened?
Well, I was invited to attend this press conference, believe it or not, by Ro Khanna's staff. So I was an invited member of the press. I was duly admitted, and I waited my turn to ask a pertinent question. I posed the question to Bradley Edwards, who is a lawyer who was one of the longtime legal antagonists of Jeffrey Epstein and represented many of Epstein's purported victims, including Virginia Roberts Giuffre, who was declared to have been deceased in April of this year. And throughout this press conference, Virginia Roberts Giuffre was being spoken of as though she were this truth-telling martyr, as though she had an unblemished record of credibility. She was the one who actually spawned, in large part, the initial theory that Epstein orchestrated a massive pedophile ring and enforced it through a blackmail operation which ensnared prominent people. Edwards is actually one of the two lawyers who filed the motion on Giuffre's behalf in 2014 that first introduced these allegations. So I wanted to ask Bradley Edwards, why is it that we should think of Virginia Roberts Giuffre as a remotely credible person, given her demonstrable track record of repeat fabrications?
I mean, seems like a logical question to ask.
Well, it's a legitimate question to ask. I find it interesting that everybody was like, no, we're not going to answer that question. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene is even kicking him out or saying that he should be kicked out, which I think he was kicked out is what he says in that interview. I knew of Virginia Giuffre, but if anything that he mentions there is true, well, that would align with what the attorney just said, and that dispels this pedophile ring. And it would be interesting to me that these victims are saying, no, we're not going to answer that question. We're not going to talk about it, because they don't want to answer the questions of the claims that she's made that have been proven to be false. Because there are claims that she made that have been proven to be false, which then would bring into the question all the other ones that she's made.
Her credibility, for sure. It's
exactly.
like it's a boy who cried wolf. And that's why, again, going back to, we need clarity, because then when you don't have it, it makes other survivors reticent to come forward. They're like, forget it. No one's going to believe me, because there's so many other women who have claimed victimhood and then been shown to be deceptive. And that doesn't always even mean that they weren't victims. That's the whole point. Is
that's
it's
not
so
what I'm
sad
saying.
Because it's like, because people choose to lie or they get in too deep and they throw around accusations and then they recant them, well, then that totally leaves your actual victimhood status null and void. People don't want to believe you anymore. And that's a really, really sad thing. It's sad for them. And it's sad for people who are, they feel hopeless in coming forward because people aren't going to believe them. And it was interesting that every single person there, every single one of those women was like, stop, don't talk to him, don't answer that question.